Yan Bingtao, the disgraced Chinese snooker player, posted a video on Douyin, China's version of TikTok. In the video, Yan issued a warning to Zhao Xintong regarding the perils of fame and the pressure that comes with winning the world title. The video, posted on Wednesday, made no mention of Yan's own downfall or his future plans. Yan, who was banned for 5 years in 2023 for match fixing, directed his message to Zhao, who recently became the first player from China to win the World Championship. At 25, Yan avoided discussing his own history, but spoke on Zhao's need to balance his commitments. Yan advised Zhao to carefully manage his practice time alongside the demands of commercial activities. He said, "He still needs to play. He isn't retiring after becoming the world champion, so he has to balance his practice time and make sure his mindset won't be affected by these activities." Yan also addressed Zhao's psychology. He stated, "His psychology isn't the same anymore. Now that he is world champion, he needs to perform and act like a world champion. This is the adjustment he needs to make." In his video, Yan reflected on his own experience after winning the Masters in 2021. He said, "I was nobody, but I became a winner of one of the big 3 tournaments. There was this extra pressure that I must play to a certain standard. I was so afraid people would think I was only lucky to win. These affected me psychologically and I underperformed. But this is the last thing we should do as an athlete." Fans quickly responded to Yan's video. One said, "This guy is so shameless to still ride on the popularity of Zhao now." Another commented, "Zhao would get carried away being a world champion. He has been a champion before already." While some agreed that Yan's reminders were genuine and spot on, others questioned whether Zhao should still listen to his compatriot. One person remarked, "It's all because of you that Zhao Xintong was banned. Stop giving bad advice." Zhao Xintong's background includes a ban stemming from the sport's biggest match-fixing scandal. He was one of 10 Chinese players banned in 2023. He accepted that he was a party to another player fixing 2 snooker contests in March 2022 and admitted to betting on matches during a 3-year period. He also had to pay £7,500 0 pence in cost. After his 20-month suspension, Zhao returned to snooker in September. He competed in the UPROAR, winning events in Manchester, Sweden, Austria and Belgium. He also achieved the first ever UPROAR 147 break. Zhao's efforts secured him a 2-year World Snooker Tour card. He faced Shaun Murphy in UK Championship qualifiers. Zhao said, "I am very happy because I have hoped for this day for a long time. I knew it would be very hard to get back onto the tour and I needed to play very well because all the players on UPROAR are really good. I went a long time without playing a competitive match and I have really enjoyed being back. To play on the tour, I need to be winning and gain some confidence. I will do my best to win this title. I am guaranteed to be on the tour next season now, but I still want to do the best I can. I want to enjoy the matches, but if I play well, I know I can be a champion again on the tour. I believe in myself, so let's do it. 2 years ago, I made a little mistake. Now I've come back. I know how important snooker is to me, and now I just want to come back to the snooker table. These 2 years have been very long for me. I've practiced every day. I knew I would come back, so I need to keep confident in myself. I believe that if I play well, then I can beat anybody. I'm just going to try my best." Zhao's journey to the World Championship final was significant. At the Crucible, he led Mark Williams 17-8 going into the final session. The 28-year-old was 1 frame away from becoming the first player from his country to claim the sport's most prestigious title. His run followed a 20-month ban for match manipulation and betting between 2019 and 2022. He was found guilty of assisting Yan Bingtao in fixing 2 matches, but was exonerated from fixing his own matches. Zhao also admitted to betting on multiple matches between September 2019 and December 2022. The World Professional Billiards and Snooker Association reduced Zhao's ban from 30 months to 20 months because he pleaded guilty and cooperated with the investigation. The WPBSA noted Zhao's genuine remorse for his actions and confirmed he did not have a betting account of his own. After his ban expired, Zhao played on the Amateur Q Tour, where he won events in Manchester, Sweden, Austria and Belgium. He then qualified for the UK Championship but lost to Shaun Murphy in the opening round. At the Crucible, Zhao defeated Yak Jones before securing a 17-7 victory against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the semi-final. O'Sullivan, who had previously described Zhao as the Roger Federer of snooker in a 2019 interview, practiced with Zhao before the tournament. After his defeat, O'Sullivan commented, "I think it was unfortunate for some of the boys. I think they wasn't really involved in it from what I gather." Zhao said this to the BBC. "2 years ago I made a little mistake, and now I come back, so I know how important snooker is for me. These 2 years have been very long for me. I've practiced every day. I knew I would come back, so I need to keep confident in myself. I want to come back to the snooker table and get trophies. These are very big lessons for me. It makes me appreciate snooker more." The 2011 World Snooker Championship semi-final between John Higgins and Mark Williams descended into chaos when a spectator launched a verbal attack on the Scottish player. The incident occurred during what would become one of the most memorable matches in Crucible history. Higgins led Williams 14-13 in their semi-final encounter. The Wizard of Wishaw had just potted a black to extend his break when the disruption began. A fan in the arena suddenly shouted, "How'd you swallow 300,000, John?" The heckle referenced match-fixing allegations made against Higgins the previous year. Both Higgins and his manager Pat Mooney had been allegedly filmed agreeing to lose certain frames in exchange for €300,000, 0 cents, as part of a newspaper sting operation. The timing of the outburst was particularly significant, occurring on the anniversary of when the allegations first broke in the news of the world. The spectator's abuse continued as he declared, "John, you're a disgrace to snooker." The comments immediately drew boos from other spectators in the arena. The referee responded without hesitation, ordering security to remove the disruptive fan. "Take him out, please," the referee instructed, his words captured clearly on the broadcast. The crowd applauded once the ejection was completed and normal play resumed. Television commentators expressed their disgust at the incident. One stated, "Somewhat unsavory circumstances here whereby somebody is shouting things at John Higgins which no one wants to hear." His colleague simply responded, "That is outrageous." The background to these allegations trace back to 2010. Higgins and Mooney had met with individuals they believed were businessmen in Ukraine. The meeting was actually a newspaper sting operation, with reporters posing as potential match fixers. Video footage allegedly showed Higgins appearing willing to throw frames in future tournaments. Following an investigation, Higgins was cleared of actual match-fixing charges. However, he received a 6-month suspension for giving the impression he would breach betting rules and failing to report the illegal approach. The World Snooker Association also imposed a £75,000 sterling, 0 pence, fine. The heckler had made his feelings known even before entering the arena. Outside the Betfred betting facility at the Crucible, He had shouted, "I can't believe you're taking bets on this." His anger was evident throughout the evening's proceedings. Despite the disruption, Higgins maintained his composure at the table. When play resumed, he completed his break to reach 123 points. This performance gave him a crucial 15-13 lead at the midsection interval. The mental strength required to continue after such an interruption demonstrated his professional character. Mark Williams, Higgins' opponent, showed sportsmanship during the incident. As the players left the arena, Williams approached Higgins with words of support. "Don't take any notice of that, John. Don't let it upset you," Williams said, according to reports from the match. The Welsh player later expanded on his support. "I hope that doesn't put you off. Forget about it." This gesture highlighted the respect between the two competitors, despite the intensity of their semi-final battle. Higgins later addressed the incident in his post-match press conference. When asked if the heckling had affected him, he initially responded, "Not at all, no." However, he subsequently admitted, "I was, but I managed to get myself together again." The match continued with both players showing signs of nerves as the conclusion approached. Higgins eventually secured victory 17-14, coming from behind to take the final frame after Williams had compiled a break of 64. The pressure of the situation affected both competitors, with Williams missing several crucial shots in the closing stages. Higgins reflected on the match's difficulty. "It was very nervy. All I was trying to do was stay with Mark, because he was playing some unbelievable stuff. All my thoughts were to take it to the final session, still in touch." The victory secured Higgins' place in the final against 21-year-old qualifier Judd Trump. Trump had defeated China's Ding Junhui 17-15 in the other semi-final, becoming the youngest finalist in Sheffield since Stephen Hendry in 1990. Barry Hearn, World Snooker chairman at the time, addressed the broader implications of the heckling incident. He warned that Higgins might never fully escape the shadow of the allegations. "It may never go away. The anoraks will keep a log of this forever. People within the game never forget," Hearn stated. Hearn drew comparisons to other sports scandals. People don't forget that Colin Montgomery was adjudged to have not declared a foul. You can't get rid of it, it's on tape. He emphasised the lasting nature of such controversies in professional sport. The World Snooker chairman acknowledged the damage to the sport's reputation. "It was a terrible headline for the sport, but I can only focus on going forward. I can do my best to make sure it never happens again." Hearn's assessment of Higgins' future was stark. John has got to accept that there will be a certain amount of doubt about him, probably for the rest of his career. He compared the situation to other sporting figures who had faced similar scrutiny. Golfer Vijay Singh had problems a few years ago, and people still talked about it when he was no one in the world. It will probably never go away. Why should it? "The fella did something wrong," Hearn explained. The chairman used a prison analogy to illustrate his point. If you go to prison tomorrow, then you come out and lead an exemplary life afterwards, people will still refer to you as an ex-con. That's human nature. Despite these challenges, Hearn praised Higgins' character. "John has got the character to come through it, but will there always be a question mark against him? He's got to deal with that because we can't change what happened." The final proved to be a classic encounter. Higgins trailed Trump 10-7 after the first session, but mounted a remarkable comeback. His experience proved decisive as he reeled in the young qualifier to win 18-15, claiming his fourth world title.
That was the most emotional thing I've ever been today.
Really?
I left my apartment, I was in tears.
Really? Why today? Why? What was different?
Just, obviously, a father-in-law wasn't great, and then you're just thinking about, I was having dinner with my boy last night, and I'm thinking, God, I can remember I was sitting here with my dad, 25 years ago. Just things go through your mind now. So, but I was drained today, but then I just knew I had a couple of hours sleep. Then I came out tonight and I felt a lot better, and I played better. So that was good. Yeah.
You did so well. I need to give you a hug. Sorry.
No,
You did amazingly well, and
much.
we absolutely love having you here.
This victory added to Higgins' previous World Championships in 1998, 2007 and 2009. The triumph came after what he described as a long year following his return from suspension. He had already won the UK Championship in December 2010, his first major tournament after serving his ban. The 2011 championship demonstrated Higgins' resilience, both on and off the table. Crowds had been uniformly supportive of him since his return to competition on November 1, 2010.